Yo, what up homies? It's your boy Psycho, and it looks like we finally got the re-release of the Alpine Ace and Mogul Master skins in the Fortnite shop. And I will tell you, these are some skins that I've been waiting on for a very long time. I've probably been waiting 7-8 months on these skins, or basically since they first came out. I remember my friend got it. I decided not to because I wasn't buying many skins at the time. And then later on, there weren't that many re-releases in the shop. I think maybe April or May was the last re-release, and I regretted not picking up the Alpine Ace. And so I remember talking to somebody, an Epic Games employee, I think, on Twitter. I was like, if you all re-release Alpine Ace, I will buy every single variation. And of course, like, my opinions have sort of changed now because the hype has died down a little bit for me, but I'm glad these are getting re-released. But I don't think I'm going to buy every single variation just because, like, I think this should be sort of similar to the football and soccer skins to where you don't have to buy every single one and you can just change the colors or the patterns. So that's why I'm not going to buy every single one, but we are going to cop probably the basic ones just for now. I think the very first one. Yeah, I'm going to cop this one, and then maybe later I'll cop one or two other variations before it gets back out of the shop. So you know we gotta cop it. That's actually pretty clean. Let's see what it looks like without the back bling. Oh yeah. So I'm copping the basic ones just to start off, and before the timer runs out, I'll maybe cop like another variation. Maybe the I've been thinking about the Canada version of this one. I don't know. Let's see what else we got. This one's pretty dope as well. Maybe the white Mogul Master? Oh, what's going on there? Maybe that one? That one's pretty nice. But anyways, if you guys want to cop one, I know a few of you probably will. You can use my code YOURBOYPSYCHO-YT to support future videos like these. I'm going to jump right into the showcase. Let's get it. Alright, so this time I decided to hit up Tilted Towers, see what's going on up there. I didn't have much luck at Lazy or Retail. And so just a heads up, this is going to be a retrospective commentary. So I'm recording the commentary after the gameplay actually happened. And lately I've just been having so much, like I've just been struggling so much with getting gameplays while doing commentary. And I think commentary is really like hurting my gameplay. Because I'm like trying to focus on being entertaining commentary wise and then also playing well. And it's hard for me to do those two things at once and be good at the game still. So I may start doing this because this actually works. This actually works. Me just playing the game out with no audio recording and not talking. And then, I mean, this is, I think, my first try doing it and I won, so. Let me know if you guys are cool with these sort of commentaries as well, because it might be helpful in getting videos out faster, because it's just difficult to talk and play at the same time sometimes. I really don't know how streamers do it. It's difficult on a constant basis. So there's a dude in here, so I'm just like trying to barely peek over and see what's up. See, that was super risky, but I feel like it's one of the few choices I had. And then, of course, yeah, I hit him with the EL. I had to. Anybody that, like, camps really hard in places and just waits on you, which he didn't really do it that much, but, like, my past few games have been very unfortunate, so I'm like, I was a little triggered at that moment. I was a little triggered, so, you know, I had to do that. Sometimes you just have a just constant bad luck game after game, and you gotta throw the YOLO mode on them sometimes. Gotta release it somehow. But also, I'm not trying to be negative here, but it just to give sort of my input on the situation with Fortnite Season 7. I'm really just struggling trying to enjoy Season 7, and it's mostly because of the third-party meta. It's hard to fight somebody like this right here. Basically, what I did to those two guys, see, I let them fight it out a bit, but basically what I did to them is what has been happening throughout solos for me constantly, ever since Season 7 started, which is the third-party meta. See, I at least let them finish it out, but then he fights someone else. but the third party meta is just, it's so frustrating to deal with, especially in solos. The game at this point basically rewards you for playing passive, like super passive. I'm talking so passive that you loot up, get 2,000 material, 200 health, and then wait until the last two guys fight, and then push them after they're weak, and it's just one guy left. So that's super frustrating because, like, I like to play aggressive, but to get these showcases done, I have to do what I have to do to win, and I do not like playing like this. But it's the way Season 7's going right now, and I have to play like that to win. And so I was basically doing that right there, just waiting for them to fight each other, and then swoop in after. Which, like I said, I don't like doing, but at this point I have to get the showcases done. And earlier I switched out the smokes for the grenades. I think I may start using these toxic smoke bombs even more now instead of grenades. Because when you think about the benefits of them, it really does a lot. For one, it does 5 damage, and for 2, it prevents players from going in certain areas that you throw it at. So I think it's really helpful in that sense. And see, even me in this position right here, normally I would go even more aggressive, but I'm trying to be careful because of just the meta of this season. And so this dude is just camping in one room down there. And I understand it's because he's weak, but it just kind of represents the state of the game, unfortunately. So I had to hit him with a yell. Not just because I'm frustrated, but just because of, like, when people play like that, I don't BM all the time, and I actually do it a lot less than you guys see on video. But when people play super passive like that in camp and just basically let the circle come to them, like wait until the circle comes, it's just hard for me to respect that playstyle. So that's why I thought to take the yellow mode, because, you know, sometimes you gotta do it. But I'm not trying to be negative. There's a lot of really cool things about Season 7 too, like the snow. That's a really cool aspect. I'm a fan of the zip lines. The airplanes are cool to a sense, but then there's also a lot of issues with them as well. Like, it's fun to hit some shots at people flying the airplane, and then hit some shots just someone that's flying it and shooting from above as well. So there's some positives and negatives, but I mean, the third-partying issue isn't a big issue with just Season 7 alone. It's been an issue since, like, Season 5. It really got popular in Season 5 and 6. But I think there's some solutions that Epic can introduce to solve that problem. Like this dude, I had to be super careful because I had no bandages, 75 health. I get hit once with a pump and I'm dead. So I'm, like, trying to play it safe, but also... Because when it's showcase time, I have to just play it perfect. Because I want to get these out as soon as possible. That way you guys can decide on whether you want to buy skins in the shop. And so I hit him. That was actually a pretty smart move because, you know, I thought about hitting him with the SMG first. But then I realized that gold burst is probably going to do way more damage and it's going to hit more consistently. And then there was a dude actually creeping right there. So I had to be careful. That's why I placed the wall. I heard his footsteps. But basically, if you want to solve the problem of third-partying, just do what the pop-up cups have been doing. Give you 50 shield or 50 health per kill, and then maybe a little material. And then, there you go. There's reward for people that actually play aggressive. And I barely dodged that snipe just then. That was lucky. But yeah, I think that's a simple solution, but it's a more competitive solution, so I don't know how Epic feels about that in regard to casual players. I thought I was dead here for sure. I thought there's no way. He was using the heavy shotgun and deagle combo right now, which I think is actually an exploit and not really a combo. I don't think Epic intended for it to be like double pump, because I think the exploit is that there's no delay at all between the two. Those two specifically. And this dude actually fell off the edge, which probably saved my life. The Fortnite god saved my life just then. Because I think he was going to kill me. I had no heals that would heal in time. And that's you've really got to think about how you play in-games nowadays, because I went for one chest in hopes of getting shield, and it led to all of these spots right here. It changed the in-game completely because of one chest. So that just shows you how every small decision matters. It's a butterfly effect. And I was afraid fighting this guy right here that, you know, there's two other guys from the left that could hit me as I'm fighting. Like that guy that snapped at me just then. I knew I was running low on mats too. I really didn't see this game playing out right. And so, like, I always try to judge a player just on the first few moves that he makes. And I was trying to size this guy up and see what his skill level was at. And when he hit me with that pump right there, I knew to be a little more careful because it was his first pump shot at me, I think. See, I tried to do the Marteau strategy on him. Hit him with the aggressive edit. And so right there, I waited to make sure that it had enough health that it would take 2 pickaxes before I dipped for pickaxing the wall. So that was kind of a smart move, but so that could have been bad as well. See, I didn't get any shield there, but I thought that floor was mine, so I was gonna edit down and go for the pump shot, but it turned out that it was actually his. But luckily, I hit my shot when I jumped. And at this point, I thought there were still 2 people left, and I thought it was over. I thought I would get him third party for sure. And see, I had 5 mats at that point. I thought it's over. See, like right there, I thought there was another guy left, so I was super surprised that the game actually ended. That definitely wasn't the greatest gameplay, but it was a grind. Like, there was a lot of games that I tried before this with live commentary, and it was such a struggle. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching.